Hello class, my name is Demetrius Wilson and I will be your instructor for BA106 22125 2015, the fall semester. The class is Human Resource Management. It is a 9-week class. Most of it will, or all of it for most of you guys will be online. And just want to give you guys a brief overview of TalentNet. Some of you guys are TalentNet pros, some of you guys don't need the assistance, but I like to always send out a video at the beginning of the semester to help people navigate in case they have any questions. I find that a video helps a lot more than just sending the instructions at the very beginning. So when you log in to the site, you should see something like this. If you're having login problems, can't get into TalentNet, then let me know. I believe there's something on the Cerritos website that allows you to contact the individual in tech support, and he helps you through that. But let me know if you run into any roadblocks. You should have all your classes up here at the top. I have a lot because I teach a lot of classes. So some are from spring, some are from fall, some of them are from summer. But this is the class that we're referring to right now. Now you don't see anything in this home section, and you don't because this video that we're recording right now is what I'm going to drop in this home section. For all chapters, and because this is a shortened course, what we're going to do is we're at the very beginning we're going to do 2 chapters. So for the first 5 weeks we'll do 2 chapters a week, and then the last 4 weeks we will only do 1 chapter a week. If you see here when you log in, you'll see the recent announcements, and there'll be instructions for each chapter. So for instance, for chapter 1, what you need to do is read chapter 1. Watch the chapter 1 lecture, which I posted in a video format just like this. Then you're going to write about the lecture, something that you know that stuck out to you, and as far as the lecture went, things that you learned. Then I want you to watch all of the supplemental videos, and I'll get to where those are as we move through this video tutorial. But I want you to pick one of them, and then also write a half page of that about that. So this is just something so that you can kind of learn, write down what you're learning, and then let it sink in even further. And then you're going to take the chapter 1 quiz. There'll be a quiz for every single chapter. There are 14 chapters, and there will be 14 quizzes. And you see, because I said that we're going to do 2 chapters for the first 5 weeks, you see that we also have the instructions for chapter 2 here, and they mirror chapter 1. The only difference is that you take the chapter 2 quiz right there. Alright, so that's all that's in the home section. When you log in, you'll see that this video is here for you to watch and refer back to if you need to. Now, what I'm going to do before we go further, I'm going to change my view site as, and I'm going to change it to a student because I have the option to be either the instructor or student or tech support, but I'm putting it as a student so you see it as you would see it as opposed to how I would see it. Announcements are going to be right here. So although the announcements are right there, you'll see which announcements are there. Like what if, like as we move on to the next week. So let's say we're out of week 1 and we're into week 2, you'll see chapter 3 and chapter 4 instructions. Chapter 1 and chapter 2 won't be on that right hand side. You can always go to announcements and go back over here and refer to those. Schedule, I don't really use a schedule too much. In this class, not really using the discussion and private discussion board and private messages. We're substituting that for the assignments that you guys are writing about the videos. I've done that in a lot of my classes. It helps the people kind of express their opinions, learn, and write down and put their thoughts on paper, how these things are going to affect them in their own work environment. Chat room, don't use it as much, but if you have a question, I tell everybody I prefer if you have a question, email me. I check my email every day, and I will email you back and try to be as responsive as possible. But chat room is another option if you want to, and you can also chat to other people there. Your syllabus is right here in electronic format. So we have business department, business administration 106, human resource management, fall 2015. Can you believe it? It'll be Christmas, Thanksgiving, Christmas before you know it. The time just continues to go by faster and faster. Demetrius Wilson, that's me, the instructor. Here's a phone number. Don't really use that phone number too much. Be better off to email me. Ticket, that's just the ticket number that you say, well, what's the ticket number? It's that number right there. That's all it is. Web, it's on TalentNet. Office location, that's where the office is, but same thing. It's rare that I'm even ever there. If I'm at location on Cerritos, I'm just there to teach a class because I, have a day job, and I'm not there during the day. So everything's online. Here's my email address right there. The syllabus is for you to read and go over, but it gives you the course description, the student learning outcomes. You need to know what we intend for you to learn from this course. The required text. I'm going to send out an email with a link. Hopefully you can access that link, and it will allow you to access an electronic copy of the textbook. So I'll be sending that along with this. It should be in the same email with this video. Um, and then shows what the title is, who the author is. Now, if you have the electronic copy of the book, I will tell you it's good um, to watch the videos from the author, right? She has a video at the beginning and at the ending. So if you have that and have access to that in electronic format, then go ahead and check out what she says. Just a brief synopsis, about a minute, 2 minutes, about what's going on in that chapter. So the class schedule. So you see, for instance, week 1, this is chapter 1 right there, right? The role of human resource, and then chapter 2 is sorry about that. Must have hit a button there that I did not intend to. All right. Am I still in? Yeah, I'm still in student view. So down here you see a role of human resource, and developing and implementing a strategic human resource management plans. That's chapter 2. Chapter 3 is diversity. Chapter 4 is multiculturalism and recruitment. So you see how it's split. But then when we get down to after those first 5 weeks, weeks 6 through 9, you should be on easy street, because then we're just going through employee assessment, working with labor unions, safety and health at work, and international human resource management. Right. So first 5 weeks, 2 chapters each week. The last 4, only 1 chapter. Right. Evaluation. So 28 individual assignments. This is my class is standard textbook on how I do it. That most of them are always going to be the same. So you're going to write about the lecture. You're going to write about 1 supplemental video. Those are going to be, and we have 14 chapters, so those are going to be your 28 individual assignments. They're easy. Don't let those points fly out the door. You're going to have a quiz for each chapter, so 14 quizzes. 14 times 50 is that 700, unless I did my math wrong. 4 tests, 100 points each, and you have 400 points. Now, there's a slight possibility we may end up having 3 test lists. We'll see how the class goes, but as of right now, there are 4. And go ahead and read the rest of the syllabus. But it's always there, so you can always go back and access it. Better than electronic copy, because if you have electronic copy, I'm sorry, a hard copy, you may lose it. Now, you're going to be in this area a lot. These are the modules, right? So chapter 1, all I want you to do is simply click on the chapter 1 lecture. That's me. I'm going to be speaking on that. And then all of these are supplemental videos that are in reference to the chapter. Chapter 2, same thing, that's me and the chapter 2 lecture, and then all of these are supplemental videos. You'll go in there, you watch those, and let me give you a sneak peek on how it works. So you just click there, right? And it opens up in TalentNet, right? So you don't have to go out to YouTube or anything like that. I've embedded it, so it's embedded within TalentNet. So you just click it.
Hello, class. This is Demetrius Wilson with Human Resource Management. This is Chapter 1.
Have fun and try not to fall asleep on the lecture. All right, so you spend a lot of time in modules. Resources. I flow this over from the other class. I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't show all the way up, and it doesn't have it there. Doesn't have the PowerPoint presentations, but what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll load those manually so that you guys can have those. I'll probably put those in. Probably put them in resources. Let me see. Yeah, nothing's coming up on that one. So I'll put the PowerPoints in there just in case. I mean, my PowerPoint will be there with me speaking in the lecture, but just in case you want to go back and reference that. Your assignments will be right here. All right. So assignment 1, that's lecture assessment, supplemental video assessment, lecture assessment, supplemental video assessment. Works just like that. So all you would do is just click there, right? Tells you when it's due and everything. So because I have a class and a cohort that I meet for this in person, everything's going to be due on Monday. I know for most part everything's due on Sunday, but you're going to get an extra day in this class. Everything will be due on Monday. Now I'll have everything up and open for you on Sunday, but everything will be due on Monday. So you read right there, it says watch chapter 1 lecture, write a half page. Now you can either write in there, right? And then save or submit it from there. But what I would prefer is that you do it on a Word document and that you upload it to your Dropbox, right? I'll show you how to upload something to your Dropbox momentarily. But the reason why I like it to go to your Dropbox is because then you keep a folder with all of your homework assignments in there. If you have a folder with all your homework assignments, let's say something gets lost in translation, I lose it, anything can happen. Then you say, hey, Demetrius, I'm going to send it right back to you via email. Can you update my grade? All right. So that's where all of your assignments are, your tests and quizzes. You just go ahead and click right there, and you see how they haven't started yet, and you would just, if you want to start on chapter 1 quiz, you just bam, you hit it, and then you hit begin assessment, go through it, make sure you mark the bubbles and submit the test. All right, so that's where your tests and quizzes are. So let's go to Dropbox and let me show you how to upload something to your Dropbox. Now let me just make sure, because I don't always do that, because I mean I have a Dropbox but I don't need it. So what you want to do is go to add, then you want to click on upload files, right? And see, it's the easiest is drag and drop. You gotta love that, right? So I want to drop a file in there. So let me see, do I have a file I can grab? That's right here. Come on, buddy. Don't have a document. Let's just go ahead and grab one. Take this document right here. Copy that, put it on my desktop, and show you guys how easy this is. Alright, so you just take this, you drag it, and drop it. Simple as that. It's right there. You click continue, alright, and there it is. Alright, there's your document. Now, obviously I don't want to leave that there because I don't have a Dropbox, so I'm not seeing that, so now I'm just going to take mine out. And let's say you put the wrong document in there, right? So then you can learn how to do that too. So click the check mark there, and then go ahead and remove, and now that document is out of there, right? And then I want to go ahead and put that back. Anybody remember where I got that out of? I think I got it out of there. All right, so we go back here, and that's how you handle your Dropbox. You want to see your grade, you click here on Gradebook. It'll have your grade, everything that's been graded, whether it's your quizzes, whether it's your tests, whether it's your assignments, everything that's been graded, have a grade for you in there. Okay, so you can see, it's spinning right there. So taking a little time. I know it's Sunday, and a lot of people are online. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that, but a lot of people are online on Sunday. I don't know if a lot of people are trying to get their work in, or a lot of people just had an easy day and they're surfing the internet, staying at home in their PJs. I know it's very hot today, I don't know, but sometimes it runs very, very slow. Let me see if I can hit the refresh button and see if I can get that to move a little faster for you guys. Otherwise, I'm going to click off of it because it's not really anything when you click on this. Pretty self-explanatory. Goes into your grade book. So that's a pretty good synopsis of everything on there. I may have left a couple things out. I don't know. I don't think so actually, but I do have. I wrote down a couple notes that I wanted to tell you guys. Let's see, what did I say? Here are some tips. So when you're reading a textbook, here's some tips. Always read the opening story. They're very good. They're very applicable to what we're talking about, what we're referring to. Be sure to watch my lecture. I already talked about that in the supplemental videos. If you have the electronic version and you can watch Laura's videos, the author of the book, watch her video at the beginning and at the end of chapter. Make sure you ask yourself all of the human resource recall questions throughout the chapter. They're very good, helps you reflect on what we're speaking about. Be sure to go through the how would you handle this scenarios, because they'll probably refer back to something that you may run into in the future, or you've already run into in your workplace. Be sure to read the Fortune 500 focus. Very interesting stories, true stories, and it's very good to see how the textbook relates to real life. And then last but not least, review the key takeaways and chapter summary at the end of each chapter, right? So these are the key takeaways and chapter summary, a good way to put things in a nice box and put a bow on it to say, here's a summary, reemphasize the things that you should really, really know about the chapter. Hopefully this helps all of you. If not, email me. Hopefully I didn't confuse any of you. But I look forward to a great semester and everybody doing well in the class. Thank you, and as always, have a good day and a great week.